Yo, what's good, my fellow Magic Knights? It is your boy DEADMANVINCE back with yet another Black Clover mobile video. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, then please do go down below and Mary Leona thrash that like button. Then also, if you guys could go down and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that one, you can unleash your hostile mana, but also so you can help the dead man out. I am at 94 subscribers and I would love to hit 100 before the month is out. And October has 6 more days left. So 100 followers by Halloween or nothing at this point, bro. But if you guys could please do that for me. All of you who are watching these videos and just thinking, nah, I'm not gonna sub, just think. You could sub. Shit, you could even leave off the notification bell if you wanted to. My videos will still find their way to you anyway because of the algorithm. But if we could at least hit the subscribe, then that would be greatly appreciated. But we're going to go ahead and get into today's video. I'm going to be talking about the guild system and how I think the guild system will function and kind of where you will go for the guild system and who you will talk to. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. So right now I actually have the video of the inside of the guild playing, and that's because I believe the person that you were going to talk to for guild stuff is Yami. Now, what makes me think that Yami is going to be the character or the NPC that's in charge of guild activities? Well, one, Yami is the actual captain of the guild, you know what I'm saying? Like, being Asta means that you have a captain. It is really foggy outside, kind of on some horror movie shit right now. Sorry guys, I just wanted to let you know that. If the dead man dies, he will just resurrect again. That's usually how it works. But the reason why I think Yami will be the main NPC is because Yami is the actual captain of the guild. Even in the latest events of the story where Asta did Wizard King worthy of feats. Now, let me put it like this. Asta basically carried the last arc. He did not 100% carry because other people got power-ups and they were also useful in the fight. But ultimately, the end of it, the efforts of Asta, Yami, Yuno, and Noct are what really beat that man Lucifer. All the other captains fighting that man, they realistically were just kind of holding him off while Asta was kind of getting his shit together. So, Asta is the one who mainly carried for that fight. I mean, he was the only one who could have carried. He's the only one who can deactivate magic. So Asta has clearly done Wizard King level feats, and they still didn't want to give him like Wizard King, which I understand to not give him Wizard King that early on because this man Tabata wanted the last arc. But since Asta realizes that he is not, you know, the captain of the Black Bulls, or I'm sorry, I didn't even finish my thought. Basically, after the events of the Spade Kingdom, Asta is promoted to Grand Magic Knight. So essentially, Asta is under Yami still and under Noct. So Asta is the highest rank besides vice captain in his guild. Now, the reason why Asta probably is okay with that ranking because he doesn't even look too upset about it. Like he was upset that Yuno was a higher rank than him, yes, but that's the rivalry. It's not like Asta's never been the type to be mad about the blessings that he receives, right? And getting a rank up in the Magic Knights, you know, that's a blessing to him, right? So with Asta doing Wizard King level feats, but still keeping Yami and Noct in charge, and not to say that it was Asta's choice, but he's fine with Yami being in charge because Yami's taught him so damn much, and Yami's his captain. They literally just went and sacrificed all their lives to go get this man back. This man Noct taught him so much in a short amount of time, making him able to go and save his captain. So Asta sees these two as two very valuable members of the of his, you know, Magic Knight squad, and that's why he's fine where he's at with his position, right? So that's the reason why I have Yami as kind of the leader of the guild system, because even though Asta's the main character, it's still Yami's Magic Knight squad, and even through all the events that Asta's done as he's progressed and gotten stronger, he's still not the captain of his crew. He's still not the Wizard King just yet. So it makes perfect sense for Yami to be in charge of the guild system. I can see Yami kind of like doing something kind of like a surpass your limits for guild wars, right? It could be like a surpass your limits and become the #1 guild or something like that. Like they always could have this man Yami always saying like surpass your limits right here, right now, always. And then he would also keep track of your guild level and mission progress. And then he would keep track of your stars. Now, what am I talking about stars for, right? Let's go ahead and go to the second part where I talk about the benefits of the guild. The benefits of the guild, obviously there would be an exclusive item shop, just like on Grand Cross, how if you put in contributions to the guild, you can use those contribution points to obtain items for character growth. Now, I'm not sure how the contributions will work in Black Clover Mobile, just because we've seen a lot of like things that we can speculate, but we have not seen the actual like enemies that we fight just yet. So I'm not sure how contributing to the guild will look like. I was just playing last night with Dojo and Kami, and honestly, I figured out that in that game, you can just logging in kind of contributes to the guild. Whereas you got games like Grand Cross where you have to log in, do your daily demons, and then donate 50 demon materials every day to be considered contributing at an average amount, right? So I'm not 100% certain how the item exclusive shop is going to work, but I mean, there's going to be an item exclusive shop is basically all I'm saying. Your guild rank would be tracked with stars. Now, what do I mean by with stars? If you remember chapter 104 Black Clover, I think about episode 60 or 64, one of those episodes in that range there. There's literally like the Star Awards Festival where the Magic Knights are kind of like, the Magic Knight squads are ranked on how many stars they have, and you accumulate stars from doing certain things. Wow, this sounds like Spy Family. You accumulate stars from doing certain like good deeds, right? And then you can also get negative stars, which the Black Bulls had like 51 negative stars before Asta came along. And then Asta got so many stars. It's crazy how Asta puts in more work than Yuno, but there's always like some weird caveat to make it so that Yuno ends up better off than Asta. Because Yuno carried the Golden Dawn and gave them an extra like 29 stars for the first year that they were in there. Asta actually got the Black Bulls 51 up to 101. Yeah, 152 stars. So Asta actually put in more work than Yuno, but was not recognized as highly because he still had less than the Golden Dawn. And honestly, Asta was still recognized pretty highly. But basically, that is how the guilds are ranked, the star system, right? And the stars would be how they rank us. And then obviously, kind of like Grand Cross, it will show you the top 10 guilds because there's 9 guilds in Black Clover. So the top 9 are always shown. Like, there's no top 9, it's just 9 of them, right? So the 9 guilds are always shown. So that's why I'm saying they can show like a top 10 because, you know, the 9 guilds and then plus like one more. Plus, you know, it'd be weird to just kind of show the first 9 and not consider 10 to be, you know, important, because top 10 is just as good as top 9, right? Then for the rest of the brackets on the actual guild rankings, it would be kind of like percentile ranks, and obviously, you know, based on your rank depends on the rewards that your guild would receive. And also I want to have it be like a guild system where, so the way that you farm demon materials in Grand Cross for limit breaking your character, I don't like that as a regular means of limit breaking because you're limited to doing that a certain amount of times in one day, unless you get a bunch of invites from randoms and you just can carry any random you hop into the room with, because as we know, sometimes you hop in a room with a random and they don't know what they're doing. Sometimes you hop in a room with somebody who's not a random and their team is just ass, right? So not everybody has that team that can just go and carry anybody in any event for the sake of getting materials. So I would much prefer that the system to limit break and level up your character is more so a single player event. Now, where I would want them to implement something like the raids in Grand Cross is in guild battle, where we can get extra stuff from the guild for that. You know, time limited stuff is cool for the guild because nobody's hopping into a gacha game and just playing guild game modes all day, unless they're like absolute sweat and they're in the #1 guild and they're doing like guild wars and there's like, you know, it's very intensive. But even still, all day, I don't think so. So I just think that it'll be better if they implemented a game mode like that into the guild system, just because nobody's going to be worried about it as much as like the regular actual like basic, you know, gameplay type of stuff. Then let's talk about the extra ideas that I have for guild that I would like to see implemented into this game, or at least I think would be interesting to be implemented into this game. So my first extra idea would be a co-op guild PvP system, something kind of like the deathmatch from 7 Deadly, but instead of like 2 people teaming up to fight like a demon, which I would also want that, we could also have 2 people teaming up to fight a, you know, enemy team or something like that. Just like group battles. I think that would be really cool. It all depends on how the game plays once it comes out, because we do know it's turn-based, but you can still make a smooth turn-based multiplayer, like multiple people type of system. But then again, you'd have to worry about like speed as a statistic. Oh, we had a screenshot from the developers with an updated character sheet, and there was a 5th stat that was kind of listed below all the other stats. What if that's speed? Who knows? Just speculating here. Also, another thing that I want to speculate, what if when we get like a special festival in Black Clover Mobile, like a crazy character who's supposed to be good, what if it's called the Star Festival characters? Because the Star Festival is where Magic Knights are awarded for all of their efforts. It could be like Star Festival banners, and that could just be what it is. They could have a festival banner for evil units or not Clover Kingdom units, and call it, you know, what am I looking for? That would be a little more hard to determine. But Star Festival for all the like guild Magic Knight units, I think that's very smart. I think that's a very good idea. Another co-op thing I'd like is co-op and single player guild boss. So That's kind of like a Kumu and all that on Grand Cross, where you can fight the guild boss, stack up a certain amount of points, get rewards from it, and then wherever your guild kind of like ranks at the end of it, you get extra rewards on that. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier in the guild benefits section of the video. I would like for there to be a single player boss, but also kind of like another one of those like demonic raids, deathmatch type of boss, where you can have like a team member go in there and pretty much carry you for the materials, because not everybody's going to be able to just get hunkered down into guild wars and all this guild related stuff. You know, some people are just going to be joining a guild to complete the first mission and then not think too much about it. I'm definitely going to be running a guild where everybody's active, but in the event that there's something that's like too hard, I want to be able to help somebody out if they can't beat that, or, you know, kind of like at least have some form of giving them materials towards that. Another thing I was saying was the top guild could get free cosmetics. They didn't start doing that in 7 Deadly until, you know, very later on, and I don't like the way that they implemented the system really. It's more so that the top 5 guilds get the same cosmetics every time, but you can pretty much, the chances of switching another guild being number 1 is, you know, high, right? It could be somebody else could get the number 1 costumes, but I would like it implemented into Black Clover Mobile much earlier. I mean, bro, Guild is already going to be sweaty. This is a game where you can pay money to be better than other people. So Guild is already going to be sweaty from the start. If you guys want to sit here and act like gacha games are just supposed to be the fairest thing in the world, then I'm sorry, you're in the wrong place. I'm here to tell you how it is. Gacha games are not the fairest thing in the world. Gacha games can be intensely sweaty. If it's already a game mode that's already sweaty, because guild rankings, that's probably the sweatiest you can get in gacha games. If we're doing a game mode that's already big sweaty, you might as well go ahead and just give us free cosmetics from the start. Those people who are in the top spot earn that top spot from the point that they were in the top spot to the point that they maintain that, to the point that they lose it and somebody else earns the top spot. Whoever earns the top spot is what I'm saying. So definitely free cosmetic for the top guild. And maybe not just the top guild, top guilds, top 10 guilds, right? That'd be pretty cool. I feel like that's fair. Because it's just like, if you can make it in the top 10 list, then you get some cosmetics. That way it's not just, you know, oh, just the number 1 guild gets this cosmetic. Now, maybe later they can add some extra cosmetics where the number 1 guild is the only 1 guild to get it. But starting off, I don't think that would be too great. I think it'd be better to do the kind of like top 10 type of thing, and that's 100% fair. If you can grind your ass to get the top 10, you deserve a costume at the very least. Another thing is, this was more so for the friend system. I hope that there is a guild-only friend filter whenever you're trying to do missions and you're trying to use a friend to assist you. I hope there are filters on the friend system in general, but the only reason why I say I wanted it to be a guild friend system is because I plan on having a guild of sweats, and I'd rather not have to like shuffle through all these extra characters just trying to get to somebody who's good, right? Then, where is the guild hall location? I'm not sure where the guild hall location is going to be, because typically with the guild hall, you would walk out of, or not walk out of your like hideout, but like you would go to another location that's not your like kind of like main base of operations. And for the guild hideout, I was thinking that it would be the Black Bull hideout, but you can see here the Black Bull hideout is just like the regular, just a regular place you're at. Maybe you go through, I didn't see this little door right here with the bears on top. Maybe you can walk back there and it takes you to guild or something like that. Maybe just like some random entrance way in here takes you to guild. Ooh, that'll make a lot of sense if Henry could kind of like change that too, just because he could change the building. Also, I was just thinking, what if they introduced the guild system whenever they introduced the Star Festival? But like I said, that's 100 chapters in, about 60 episodes in. I don't know if that they would wait that late to implement a guild system. I feel like they would do it much earlier than that. And then the last thing that I was kind of thinking that they could do with the guild system, and I would not be too opposed to this. I would actually love this if they had a regularly occurring Star Awards Festival. So the Star Wars Festival could kind of determine which guild gets what costume, right? Because there would be stars at the end, and you could get, oh, they could have a system where they track the stars that you get from missions. Say you beat a mission in like under a minute, or like say you beat a mission without taking damage. They could give you little stars for little feats like that throughout gameplay, just regularly, so you can build up your stars for the guild, and also have the option to go in and just do actual like guild content, right? They could have it set up that way, and then I want there to be like I wanted to alternate like weekly, where there's like a Star Festival, and you'll see Star Festival unit in the parentheses here. That's just the idea I was thinking of, where maybe that could be festivals, but they could have a Star Awards Festival, kind of like a weekly switch off type of thing, or maybe every 2 weeks, and then the Star Award Festival is like a week long, and then the period in which they get all the information is like 2 weeks, where we pretty much like do all this stuff for stars, and then for a week, every guild in the game is like recognized for how many stars they have, and then like the top 10 guilds get big rewards, the other guilds kind of get smaller rewards, and we just kind of spend a week just having like half off stamina on like farming dungeons and blah blah blah, all that, just to kind of work on our characters and get ready for the next like guild wars. I think that would be a very smart way to make guild wars, or just the guild system in general, a lot more fun, a lot more interactive. Yo, so I'm obviously going to be having a guild. I'm going to be one of the main campaigners for this, right? The guild's name will be Kings of Black. That Discord link is expired, but the Discord link down below the video works. You can join my Discord. I actually do have a chat for Kings of Black and Black Clover Mobile once it does drop. As soon as the game is out, I'm gonna be in that chat posting, you know, teams, builds, whatever. Whenever I make a video for a unit and I'm working on that unit, I'll definitely send like a little screenshot real quick and just kind of give my notes on the character in the guild chat before I even get working on the video, just so my guild automatically knows like whether a unit's worth summoning on, whether a unit's not worth summoning on. My name in Discord is DeadMan in my server. And then, you know, you see my rules. Be respectful of each other, strive for the #1 spot. And then, I don't know if there's going to be a check-in. This is kind of just like preemptive like rules, but check in every day, contribute to the guild, be helpful if somebody's struggling, definitely. This is the guidelines for my guild. So if you guys want to go down below and join my Discord, and also just kind of go ahead and get like preemptively ready for Black Clover Mobile to drop, and you do want to join my guild, definitely talk to me. We're going to have to go, you know, a few questions, because like I said, this is not a free to join guild. This is going to be a, not to say that you have to spend money. When I say free to join, I mean it's not a you can just join it. You have to be invited into the guild, because we are going to be active. We're going to be putting in work. But if you guys think that you can handle that, then definitely hit me up in my Discord and we can see what it's about. I will kind of have like a trial period with you, look over your account for like a few days, see how you're doing. Maybe not even a few days. Honestly, all it takes is missing one day. But yeah, if you guys want to join the guild, then join up. That's actually going to be it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, you can go down below and really on to thrash that like button. And you can also hit the subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can push me to 100 subscribers and I can unleash my hostile mana. But that's going to be it for your boy DeadManVince. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, then great. Surpass your limits. Peace.